No, thank you. Appreciate you all invited me to have this important conversation of how these extraordinary times are affecting our immigrant communities, our refugees communities, our company miners. As you can imagine, our immigrant communities once again bear the brunt of this pandemic and of this extraordinary situation. And the irony, Pilar, that I feel is how uh, finally the broader society is understanding that immigrants and the work that immigrants are doing are essential services. When you look at who's doing the farm labor, who's delivering our groceries, is working in those warehouses, and packing all those goods that we're now buying online, it is primarily immigrants who are doing these jobs and are now considered essential workers that for you and I have always been essential workers. The work that my parents have done all their lives has been essential, not only to this economy of this country, but to this great state. And we're seeing this firsthand now. And so as we continue to figure out how we survive as a community, we have to make sure that our immigrants are protected. And of course, here in California, the work that we've done to ensure that our immigrant communities, our immigrant children have access to full scope Medi-Cal. And of course, when I was in the Senate, worked to make sure that our undocumented communities, if they got injured at work, would have access to workers' compensation benefits was critical. And now full circle into how we are today, many of these companies who are employing our immigrant communities, if our communities are being infected during work as the essential work that they're providing, they qualify for worker compensation benefits as well. We've cut the cost of co-pays and cost sharing when it comes to providing the exam for COVID-19. The governor and I put that in place a while back. We're asking our insurance companies who have auto insurance to make sure that they don't change the rate of the premiums for folks who have expired license. Of course, that of course affects our undocumented community who have AB 60 licenses. Make sure they don't lose any type of discount, and that the law enforcement folks are not gonna give them a ticket because they're driving with a not a valid license. And so we continue to kick out these notices time after time to make sure that we're capturing all our communities, but are actually focusing on our undocumented community, because now more than ever, we know that we want them to access healthcare if they feel sick. We want them to continue to work and contribute as essential workers without fear of losing their license or losing their discount. And if they have healthcare, that we give them that 60-day grace period if they can't no longer be able to pay their premiums and still keep their healthcare for themselves and their families. So there's a whole host of things that we're doing and that we're going to continue to do to make sure that we protect not only all our Californians, which includes our undocumented communities and immigrants here in California. So thank you.